Today I'm going to take the bottom plate off the Bolens 1050 gearbox. Got my battery. Got all the bolts out. It's not dropping though. Might have to get a screwdriver in there. This should be interesting to see what comes out of this. If any parts fall out of it. All right. There's that plate completely off. I don't see any big chunks in the bottom. That, unfortunately, that gasket I think kind of ripped apart. Gonna have to replace that gasket. I see brass chunks there. I don't know if you can see the sparkly bits there. Could mean a worm gear is gone. I don't know if they're all brass. I am guessing that a worm gear is gone. Yeah, those are pretty good flakes. Pretty pungent smell in there. I don't know what you can see up there. I'm gonna let that drain, and we're gonna take a look under there once it drains here. Okay, so you can see the brass shavings in there, which is never good, although you'd expect to see some. I was expecting to see some big chunks, to be honest, but I don't see any big chunks. So that's interesting. Let's take this off. And just that right there. Oh yeah, there's some chunks. Oh yeah. There's some chunks of something in the pile there. Kind of gooed up there. Oh yeah, there's some big chunks of something. Probably lost a few teeth. Yeah. Not sure what that is, but yeah, definitely chunks in that grease there. Of course, I mean, they could have been there forever. That's pretty old grease, but I don't know what that's from. So like I said, I'm going to let that drain, and we're going to come back to this one and see if we can look up in there. I'm peering up here, and I can't see any broken gears, and I know you won't be able to see anything in there, honestly. I got the light going on my Makita to see if I can see anything. You can see all the gears there. None of these gears look worn by any stretch. These all look very good. Differentials there. Differentials look nice and tight. And I can't see, it's right up kind of where the drill is pointing. And you can see right up there. Again, it's kind of hard, but I don't see any gears that are stripped. There's really very little wear. So I'm gonna have to fiddle with this thing. I'm not sure I think the problem is maybe up right at the top there where you can switch the gears. And honestly, I don't know how to get to it. You must be able to get to it from the top. Yeah, there must be a plate on the top that I have to get to. Because I can't see much on here. That's kind of the best look that you'll get at it. So I Googled it quickly. See some images, and apparently the top of the tractor comes right off, so you can take a look at the gears at the very top of the gearbox. So that is what I'm going to tackle now. I'm going to take the seat off, take the top off, I've got a gear in there that's ground or something, so I got to replace it. And so let's get to it. It doesn't look too hard, all things considered. So let's get to it. I need this to get my wood in it. You can see through that window there. Look at this big spider here. I think I showed the. I don't know if I showed you that in the same video in another clip or not, but it goes climb up there. I haven't used the tractor in that long that there's been a spider there. So I'm going to turn my light on here, my LED lighter, my solar powered off-grid light. It doesn't provide a ton of light, but it gives a little bit of light. I have another one over there, but the connections fell off that one. It provides a little bit more light anyway, so I gotta get to a 1/2-inch wrench and start taking this all off. Okay, 4 bolts for the seat off. That's not too bad. Apparently this whole plate's supposed to come off, so I am guessing I'm going to have to disconnect some of these bars here so I can pull out the handles, and this whole plate should lift off. I don't know how far under it goes. Seems to go in there a little bit. Hoping it's not bolted in there, but I see it goes in pretty far. So we're going to find out real soon, and we'll see how much I can get off here. Here we get to the part where I don't know. Looks like we'll have to take this off so that can slide through. And not sure about that. I must be able to disconnect that so that can just pop off with the top. And maybe I'll take this off as well, just in case. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have to take this off, I guess, too. So that can just pop out and slide out there. So. Alright, I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. No, I mean, I know I'm looking at gears, but oops, I'll let that piece go there. I don't see any chewed gears. They all look pretty good. Look at the worm gear there. Worm gear. Everything looks super shiny. I did see some metal clippings, but oh, there's a metal clipping sitting right on top there. Oops. Need to get there's a metal shaving, but where from? That's the question. All the gears, all the spline gears look good. Now, oops. Problem was it was locked up so bad that the main gear was, the engine couldn't even turn the gears. So this gear here, it's horrible lighting, I know. Main gear, this seems to shift fine. I need to see if that's just not in order there, but I need to check that that's shifting as it should. Here's a better look at the gears. Better light there. Got some junk down there already, but there's no gears that are ground. I don't see any gears that are ground at all. The worm gear looks good. Ouch. The main gear looks good. Everything's intact. Everything's clean. It looks good to me. Also lost a bearing. If I can set this down, I'll see if I can sort of demonstrate. So this is the high-low gear. And come on, get on there. Worklight's miserable. So that gear is really pretty loose there. Is that my problem? Is that my problem? Is that gear supposed to be up there? Because it just spins. I wonder if that is my problem. Yeah. I think that is supposed to be up on that brass ring there. And somehow, because it spins right now, and that's obviously totally useless if it spins. Get this correctly there. So this gear here, I think it's maybe supposed to be sitting up in here. I don't know. Otherwise, what runs the big main gear down there? Nothing. Okay, this. Okay. That spins, but what does that do? I have no idea. Low, high, low, high. Yeah, and that must force spin this one here. Oops. Oh, goodness me, are you kidding me? I lost the rubber ring around this lens here, fell in there. Good grief. This isn't frustrating. Should be in neutral right now, no gears running. So why, if that's neutral, or in between rather, that should be neutral, shouldn't be running anything at that point. Well, it is a rainy day today, as you can see outside, and my lawn is not cut because I'm waiting on a belt for that thing that I cut up. So, I did eventually find the issue with this one. The problem is, the bearing is gone. If I can set that down there. Oops. If I can set the camera down without dropping it. The problem is the main bearing, well, not, I don't know if you call it a main bearing, but the bearing from the input drive shaft. So right in the center of the picture, the main gear that it comes off of, that is usually worn, the bearing there is wrecked. So it's shooting bits all over the place. And then on top of that, the gear in the middle of that main drive came off its copper, I guess, holding, I don't know, collar. And so it's sliding back and forth like I was showing you before. The one right in the center of the picture in the bottom. Sorry, I don't have a light with me, but that's the issue. So the bearing's gone. So that means I have to replace the bearing. The bearing is $10. And I don't even know if I can put that bearing in myself. I'm sure I can. I figured if I took long enough, but I don't have the time right now. And when you do one bearing, you almost might as well do all the bearings. So I don't think this project's going to be finished. I don't think I'm going to do it. It's going to cost too much money. I don't have enough time before the winter comes to get this wood in. Not with kids and a family and other things that I need to tend to. I'm just not going to get the time to tinker with this and finish it and get all greasy. I can't work during the day because of kids, and I need to look after my kids and our baby. And it's hard to work at night because it's just so dark. I mean, I'd need a lot more for floodlights in here to provide enough light, and then you got the bugs coming in, and it's just miserable. It's just not a fun time. Then I can only do it after 8 o'clock, after the kids are to bed. And then I probably only have 2 hours because I go to bed at 10. I don't want to stay up too late. So I have quite a limited time, and then I'd be all greasy. I'd have to take wash all the grease off my hands. This is probably be a whole day job for me because I don't exactly know what I'm doing. So I'm going to call it the end to that video. I'm going to have to do the part 2, the follow-up to that one. I'm going to have to do that probably next year. It is September as of when I'm doing this. I probably won't get around to it till next summer. I don't know if I'm going to get someone else to do it or what, but replacing a bearing is just too much for me this time. So I'll leave this video there, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully look at